Good morning. I hope everyone found their way to the internet this morning. You know, typical with COVID, we have a little Comcast issue, so we're hoping we see you there and you are logged on and ready to hear a great presentation this morning. So when we kicked off the new academic year in August, I told the campus community that our mantra this year was, tough times don't last, tough teams do. In fact, we invited all employees to a picnic to celebrate their incredible work to support our students and advance the institution this past year. Let me say for the record, our employees and you, our community partners, make up the ultimate tough team. To serve our community at the high level we do, we have had to collectively overcome prolonged mental, emotional, and physical obstacles over the last year. Despite those obstacles, I am proud to share with you today some pretty incredible accomplishments that I know only the nation's first public community college is worthy of. To start, I would like to focus on a recent report released by the Illinois Community College Board and the Northern Illinois University Center for Governmental Studies on the economic impact of community colleges in Illinois. The findings bear out what we've known all along. JJC positively impacts the economy in the district and region. Our operations supported approximately $128.7 million in economic output for the region in fiscal year 2020. Findings also attributed more than 1,400 jobs to JJC within its 7-county service district. In 2020, including the recession, 1,643 employers were served by Joliet Junior College. Over the long term, students with a JJC degree succeed. Among those students who completed programs in 2009, 90% were employed in career jobs after 10 years. By investing in an education at JJC, this data shows the long-term success of our students. When students enroll in community college and obtain a certificate or degree, the return on that investment equals 26.2% on average. Over a 40-year professional career, that comes out to $540,000 more in earnings than those who didn't attend community college. The ICCB study shows that industry growth, attrition, and baby boomer retirements are driving healthcare job vacancies. Next year, JJC will launch a respiratory care therapy program. These therapists examine and support treatment of patients with breathing or cardiopulmonary disorders. I'll share more about this in a moment. The college has also seen growing interest in its commercial driver's license, CDL program, currently among the top advertised occupations. JJC technical programs like electrical and electronic engineering, technicians, calibration technicians, and engineering technicians are also expected to serve business and industry needs long term. We are also in preliminary conversations with Lion Electric, a leading manufacturer of all-electric medium and heavy-duty urban vehicles, as they build their first manufacturing facility in the United States. The new facility will represent the largest dedicated production site for zero-emission, medium and heavy-duty vehicles in the country. We are positioned uniquely to support training and education for this new industry in Will County. Despite this, we know the state of Illinois is deeply challenged by historic population declines. We know that once a student leaves the state for college, the chances are high that students won't return. That's why Illinois Community College President's Council and the Illinois Community College Marketing Collaborative, comprised of administrative-level community college marketers, has embarked on a statewide branding initiative to transform public perception of the state's community colleges. There is power in unity, especially when our institutions are facing alarming external challenges like the outmigration we see now. At JJC, we have developed a unified brand and messaging. We want more people to know the whole story of what we do for our communities. And we want more people to know that these impressive and essential contributions add up to something even greater, a stronger and more competitive Illinois, and a better quality of life for everyone who lives here. This campaign was produced with Lippman Hearn, a leading agency in the higher education sector, and will be rolled out soon. We want to support population stabilization and broaden outdated views of community college to keep our students and their skills and talents here in our community. With that, I would like to thank Academic Affairs for their continued efforts to survey students, to assess their needs and challenges, and their level of satisfaction. In January 2021, our students provided very valuable information. The moral of the story: we needed to provide increased flexibility. Prior to the pandemic, JJC offered approximately 13% of its courses online in fall 2019. In fall 2021, students have the option of taking courses in a face-to-face, online, hybrid, or high-flex format. Even within these options, some courses offer synchronous sessions, live streaming, and even virtual laboratories. This fall semester, the college offered 41.5% of its courses online, 46.1% in person, and 12.4% in a hybrid format. Flexibility is key right now. We learned a great deal from our employees regarding the desire for the college to have a flexible work policy. It's what current and prospective employees want. Over the summer, we put together a cross-functional team to develop a proposal for how this could look at JJC. They developed a thoughtful proposal that acknowledges the changes in our workplace post-pandemic and ensures the college retains its focus on student success. The program focuses on 3 elements: flexible days, flexible work hours, and flexible locations. We implemented this Flex Work pilot program last month and will reassess productivity and customer service satisfaction at the end of spring 2022 semester. As part of our commitment to fiscal responsibility, the fiscal year 22 budget keeps tuition and healthcare costs flat. Tuition, state funding, and property taxes account for 98% of the college's operating revenues, with the state portion at only 8%. By utilizing designated reserves in our Operations and Maintenance Restricted Fund, we are proceeding with the capital projects as part of the 2018 master plan that are scheduled for completion by 2023. These include renovating the college's police station, a build-out of shelf space at main campus to create the much-needed respiratory therapy program, and completing site work at City Center. The respiratory care therapy program will be housed in its 7,000 square feet of shelf space inside the Health Professions U building at main campus. Employment of respiratory therapists is projected to grow 21% from 2018 to 2028, much faster than the average for all occupations. Respiratory therapists examine and support treatment of patients with breathing or cardiopulmonary disorders. Respiratory therapists also work with at-home and long-term care patients for management of chronic diseases and illnesses. The program recently received curriculum approval from the Illinois Community College Board and is now awaiting national accreditation before it can begin accepting applications. Launch is expected for the fall 2022 semester. With design plans complete, crews have started renovating and expanding the JJC Police Department. The project encompasses 12,000 square feet within and adjacent to its current location in the G building. The project will add and modernize various rooms and offices, including training spaces, armory, holding area, and an emergency operations center. A sally port and vehicle storage will also be added south of the building. The project has a timeline of 14 to 18 months. The college's strategic plan focuses on 6 core themes: academic excellence, student success and support, effectiveness, perception, cultural commitment, and outreach. We have several successes listed on the screen under each goal. I won't try to read off each one, but I do want to highlight one success under Goal 3. Effectiveness, because the magnitude of this project cannot be understated. We implemented a new ERP operating system in the midst of a pandemic. The first phase of Workday launched in July, which encompassed our finance, payroll, and human resource functions. There were close to 80 individuals who had a significant impact on making the first phase of this program happen. This cannot be understated. Without them, we would not be in the place we are today. We are a model institution for many of our peers across the state who are watching our implementation to inform their own ERP modernization efforts. We launched the first phase of the student module in October to streamline the student experience. Overall, the student implementation is user-centric, minimizes customizations, enables academic components, and provides prospective and current students with a modern experience. Something else we focused on intensively is the wraparound services and holistic support for our students. Many of our education partners in the audience today already know this is highly relevant for student success. Providing access to wraparound services, which can include tutoring, counseling, childcare, transportation, and other non-instructional services, can help students, especially those at community colleges, complete their degrees. On July 1st, the Student Development Division launched the new Center for Multicultural Access and Success to streamline student support services for minority, first-generation, undocumented, English language learners, and international students. This initiative, led by DeAndre Butler, this team provides seamless support services to increase retention and completion rates of diverse learners. This area is located on the first floor of A building on main campus. I know this will transform the experiences of these students and drive advocacy and support for historically underserved students. I know they will successfully encourage academic success, personal growth, collegiate persistence, and graduation rates. Another wraparound service is childcare. We know many students chose not to go to school due to the lack of access to childcare services. We have a new partnership with Catholic Charities Diocese of Joliet Head Start program to offer expanded childcare services on campus, operating the college's Early Childhood Center at main campus. Since 2019, Catholic Charities has leased some of that space, which is utilized by JJC students studying child development. Under this agreement, students will continue to conduct observation hours at the ECC for their lab requirements. This new agreement allows the college to expand the age of children served, as well as extended operating hours during the week. Okay, so I need to take a moment to brag. I can't help it. I'm a proud president. We have several institutional and individual recognitions that you need to know about. We are the 2021 national winner of the Award for Excellence in Advancing Diversity by the American Association of Community Colleges. We are building a network of diversity, equity, and inclusion champions. Our work is an intersection of so many areas: recruiting, hiring and retention, business and procurement, marketing, student and employee programming and support, advocacy in the community. All of those are making an impact for our district. Early successes include an increase in the number of minority applicants for faculty and staff positions, as well as increased student retention rates through the development of greater accessibility and Spanish language opportunities. The college has also implemented mandatory cultural competency trainings for all employees. The college was named a top employer for 2021 for the second year in a row by DiversityJobs.com, an online job board dedicated to diversity and inclusion in the workplace. JJC is among a select number of Illinois colleges and universities to make that list, and one of just 57 education employers across the nation. Dr. Andrew Morrison, natural sciences professor, was a national finalist for the AACC Faculty Innovation Award for the use of lightboard technology to elevate virtual learning. Think of the lightboard as a chalkboard, only made of glass with built-in LED lights. Swap chalk for a neon marker, position in front of a black backdrop, and you have a new way to record lectures and engage with students. This technology is absolutely amazing. Our JJC Athletics finished 6th in the country this past season in the Dectronics Cup, which is awarded to the most successful athletic department in the country. Colleges use their top 5 finishes per gender at their highest level of competition to earn points for the Dectronics Cup. The Wolves earned 56 points during the 2020-2021 sports season, with the women's cross-country team winning the 2020 NJCAA Division III National Championship and the men's cross-country team finishing national runner-up. Can you hear the howl? Alicia Brennan, a 2020 JJC graduate of the Orthotics and Prosthetics program, won the Pacesetter Award from the Illinois Community College Trustees Association. The Pacesetter Award recognizes the accomplishments of recent Illinois Community College graduates who have overcome obstacles, demonstrated promise in a chosen career, and for their service to the community. I would also like to welcome Alicia to our JJC employee family. She was recently hired as a faculty member to teach in our OPT department. JJC Police Officer Antoine Edwards is among the recipients of the 2021 Juvenile Officer of the Year Award from the Illinois Juvenile Officers Association in recognition of his community outreach. Kelly Roeder-Tonelli, Executive Director of Communications and Marketing, was honored with the Project Acclaim 2021 Reverend James E. Allen Award for service to the community for sustained community engagement and mentorship with a community-wide impact. I, too, was honored and privileged to receive the Illinois Community College Trustees Association Gary Davis Ethical Leadership Award in Bloomington this past June. I am truly humbled to have served over 5 years as president of this wonderful institution. My retirement is August 30th, 2022. As you know, the search for JJC's next president launched just a few weeks ago. It is a national search led by the Pauley Group, a well-respected search firm within the community college system. On the screen, you'll see the diverse membership of the Presidential Search Committee. We anticipate bringing finalists to campus in March or April. Ideally, I will be here to help support the transition. For more information, take a look at our Presidential Search webpage, which has a lot of detail on what the college and its community is looking for in its next leader. Just saying, they have big shoes to fill. Before I close, I'd like to thank each of you for being wonderful colleagues, partners, and friends during my tenure at Joliet Junior College. When I reflect back on the work that I have led in each of my roles, and most importantly as JJC's 9th president, I have been honored to work side by side with our employees, our students, my cabinet members, and with each of you, my partners. Our collective list of accomplishments is something I will always have with me. I am so proud. August is not too far away, but I will cherish each day before I leave and continue to be here for you as well. After that, I'm truly looking forward to spending time with my family and my beautiful grandchildren. It's what's most important in life, family and creating memories that will last a lifetime. So whether you are a taxpayer, student, alumni, or community partner, JJC is a smart investment. We will continue to drive equity, access, education, and most importantly, make a difference in the lives of others and in our community. Thank you for joining me today, and thank you for your continued support.